Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So I took another trip to the antique mall, and I didn't go to the usual antique mall that I usually go to. This one was a different one I found. But I wanted to just do a video about what I found because I found it had a pretty good find. This one here, this Boris Vallejo art book. So I love these books. And Boris Vallejo is one of my favorite fantasy artists. I have a bunch of these books, and this is an old one. This is from 1978, so it's a little bit the pages are a little bit stained. You know, that white kind of turns yellow over time in books, so there's a little bit of that going on. But as for actual shape that it's in, it's an actually really good shape. And there's the back of the book. Now I just love these kind of paintings. I love these kind of books. Something I can just flip through. I usually, use them almost as inspiration. So this one I picked up for 12 bucks. And so it kind of goes through, some of his inspirations and some of his early work. And, there's a little bit of a write-up at the beginning, but once you get into the actual book, that shows off his paintings. It's just paintings and gives the dates they were done. So these are all his paintings that would go back from the 70s and stuff, since that's the period that the book came out in. Now I have some of his more recent books which has some of these paintings in it, but I just thought this was a really neat thing to come across in a antique mall. Now the antique mall that I went to this time and found this had a lot of stuff in it, but didn't have a lot if you're into, like, say, science fiction or pop culture stuff like toys and comics and things like that. It had more stuff like that, like kind of stuff like old antique oil cans and china sets and jewelry and stuff like that. But even though amongst all that, I happened to find this, and I thought this was just a real gem to find. And I really like this guy's painting, and there's a few others like this guys that I really like, and I might in the future do a video just going through some of the art books I own. But this was a really fantastic find, and I do believe this cover was a cover for a movie, if I'm not mistaken. This painting you see here on the cover of the book, it's a pretty famous one of his. And the only thing that I wish he had done more of is, and I think he's only ever done one, and that's paintings for the Masters of the Universe. As far as I know, he's only done one painting, and that was for the 2000X version of He-Man. But I wish he had done some paintings for the old Masters of the Universe in the past. Not to put down any of the great painters that worked on the amazing box art for Masters of the Universe, but still it would be nice to see him and guys like that, since the Masters of the Universe were kind of inspired by this kind of painting, by guys like Boris Vallejo, and big time by Frank Frazetta, who was almost like the godfather of fantasy painting, and he inspired a lot of these guys as well. So I thought this would be I want to make a quick video about this book that I picked up and found, and it was an awesome find. And that's the good thing about what I like about hunting around through garage sales, thrift stores, antique malls, stuff like that, is you never know what you're going to find. It's like treasure hunting. You never know what you're going to pick up. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.